CHEA, yes or no? CHEA is the Comprehensive Health Education Act. Let's take a stroll down memory lane to when we were teenagers with wild and curious minds. For me, that would be about 24 years ago. I was 14 years old, living with a single parent that worked all the time. So I was left to do as I pleased. That meant hanging out with other teenagers doing God knows what. I can admit I made some mistakes as a teenager and having sex was one of them. But luckily, I did not get pregnant or contract any STDs. So over the years, as we as people have learned that something needs to be done to help teenagers in the same predicament. The implementation of the CHEA in the public schools would help the students' learning experience to prevent teen pregnancies and STDs. With that in mind, the prevention of teen pregnancy and STD prevention is a must for our teenagers. The Comprehensive Health Education Act, better known as CHEA, is a bill intended to encourage comprehensive educational programs in public school. Under the umbrella of CHEA, there are several components to include comprehensive, reproductive, pregnancy prevention, and family life education. The comprehensive health education covers all facets of the young person's life, not just sexuality. It incorporates skills, attitudes, and preparation of children and youth that are beneficial to their good health, that encourage wellness, health maintenance, and disease prevention. The reproductive health education teaches human physiology, conception, prenatal care and development, childbirth, and postnatal care. It does not include teaching about sexual practices outside of marriage or those unrelated to reproduction except within the context of sexually transmitted diseases. Abstinence and the risks associated with sexual activities outside of marriage must be strongly emphasized. The pregnancy prevention education emphasizes the importance of remaining abstinent from sexual activity and resisting peer pressure. It also discusses the methods of contraception and the risks and benefits of each method. The family life education involves developing and understanding the physical, mental, emotional, social, economic, and physiology aspect of close personal relationships, and understanding the physiology, sociology, and cultural foundation of human development. I think as a teenager, all of the above is needed in this day and time. As a society today, we need to recognize who all is being affected by teen pregnancy and STDs. According to the South Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, there are several at-risk people to include teen parents, sexual active teens, history of teens with sexual abuse, and peer pressure to engage in sexual activities. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, South Carolina was ranked 12 out of 51, 50 states plus the District of Columbia, on 2011 final teen birth rates among females aged 15 to 19, with one representing the highest and 51 representing the lowest rate. And adolescents aged 15 to 24 accounted for nearly half of over the 20 million new cases of STDs and pregnancy each year. The teenagers with these risk factors are more easily to fall victim to unprotected sex because they may feel that they are not getting the proper love and attention from home. For example, a teenager that has a history of sexual abuse, they may feel like having sex is the only way to get attention from the other sex, especially when they are being abused by a close family member. So they reaches out to other people, male or female, for sex. According to family planning, many teen pregnancy experts, young people can avoid teen pregnancy by having honest and caring conversation with their parents, better quality sex and relationship education, and seeing the consequences of teen pregnancy realistically portrayed in the media. For this reason alone is why the need to incorporate the Comprehensive Health Education Act is so important. So, how do we make learning about remaining abstinence, and using protection to prevent STDs and pregnancy fun. First of all, we have to educate our instructors on how to use their imagination to persuade the teenagers. The first and most reasonable thing to do is offer an incentive. An incentive does not have to be money. It can be the smallest things like candy, bars, a pair of socks, or basically anything you can buy out of the dollar store. Another way to keep the teenagers eager to learn is to make it exciting. For example, making a game out of learning the different STDs, or making a game out of learning the steps of putting on a condom. Most children, as a matter of fact, most adults don't know the proper steps to putting on a condom. It's not as simple as you would think. You will be amazed at how the teenagers will want to participate. All of this information is provided through the CHEA, and it is another reason it should be a part of the school curriculum. I have pointed out some very important facts about teen pregnancy, STDs, and prevention. With the help of the schools, our teenagers will get better educated on ways to prevent teen pregnancies and STDs. They will enjoy the learning experience through fun activity, games, incentives, and recognition to make it feel like they have accomplished something. The CHEA is the most excellent alternative to give our children for the most protection.